Hi, Peter Marshall here, and you are listening to TV Confidential.
Ed Robertson, along with Greg Erebar and our guests Will Ryan, Nick Santa Maria, and Michael Schlesinger. Will and Nick are the stars, and Mike is the writer, producer, and director of the Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster. And Nick and Will are here with us in character as we take a look at the rarely discussed but nonetheless fascinating television career of Biffle and Shooster throughout the 1960s and the remarkable impact the boys had on many iconic TV shows and TV moments. The Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster, a bona fide, authentic, and very, very funny DVD collection of 1930s comedy shorts about the greatest comedy team, Benny Biffle and Sammy Schuster, that never actually existed. You can find it now on DVD through our friends at Kino Lorber.
Yeah, speaking of Rosemary, she was the one who arranged, I believe, to get you into a Hollywood square.
Actually, yes.
Right.
We shared a square. Remember that?
That's right.
We shared a square. In fact, we were so tightly into that square, and we stretched it out so much, it was more of an oval.
No, there's not a lot of room.
The oval lot.
No, there's not a lot of room.
No, it's pretty dangerous getting up there, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're
back
climbing
down,
up.
especially
You're on the
the
top
Wednesday
level.
through Friday shows.
Exactly.
We were top left.
You were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we
was
were
funny
top left.
because you both wore the fur coat from Dicker and Dicker.
Dicker and Dicker
That's
of
right.
Beverly Hills.
Of Beverly Hills. That's right. That's right. And boy, it was hot. You know, for that gag, for that paltry laugh we garnered from that
they added
gag.
later, by the way.
And we're sweating like pigs. You know, it was terrible. He shorted out the mic at one point. That's how it was like. It sounded like that. And I'll tell you something, it wasn't pretty.
Did you get along with Paul Lynde?
Oh, well, Paul Lynde is a nice guy until he got drunk. You know, and he got drunk quite a bit. And boy, would he get nasty. He made some comments about my partner here. I mean, I agreed with him, but still, it wasn't nice to say it out loud.
That's
you
what
know what I'm saying?
That is what I heard.
Yeah.
That is what I heard. How did you guys get on Love American Style? That's one of the most famous episodes of the series.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I think somebody else was supposed to do it. Was that Victor
Love and the
Mature
Comedy
again?
Duo.
No. Wasn't that?
We're always filling in for Victor Mature.
Yeah.
Weird.
They think of us immediately because we're immature. So, you know,
Yeah.
they associate the two names.
Yeah.
But
Victor
actually,
Mature
Victor
type.
Mature and Alan Young were supposed to be a comedy team.
Yeah.
Of course.
From vaudeville.
Naturally.
And Alan Young lost his voice, which we thought was kind of coincidental because he was
hoarse.
Right. And he worked with a horse. That was very interesting, I thought. But we had to replace the two of them as the comedy team.
Yeah.
And it was very funny seeing Sammy with Victor Mature's hair.
Yeah.
You know, he had a wig he had to wear. And it was a very thick and black, you know. And I had the Alan Young part.
And then we were up for a part that ultimately went to Victor Mature. We were going to play Big Victor in a movie.
And Head.
In Head.
Yeah, the Monkeys
Going
movie.
back to the Monkeys, yeah.
Well, that's why they're giving us this episode
Yeah.
sort of to make up for the
Yeah.
fact that we couldn't be in the movie Head.
But conversely, the luckiest cutout you got is you were almost in Skidoo.
Yes,
And then you got
we were
cut.
almost in Skidoo, in fact.
We're going to play the Arnold Stang part.
That's right. That's right. Who gets killed very early in the picture, you know, and he was very grateful for that, actually. He actually thanked Otto Preminger, and Otto yelled at him and threw him off the set.
Right.
But not being in it was probably a
then
good
Otto
thing.
went back
Yeah.
to Chicago and directed Kukla, Fran, and Ollie.
Going back to Burl Tillstrom. Yeah, that's right.
No, that was Yul Brynner.
Kukla, Stan, and Ollie. I remember that. Yeah.
Has there been talk of doing one of those biopics about you guys?
Oh, that's very coincidental that you bring that up. Because what's his name? Sam Katzman, the producer, he approached us about doing our life story, the Biffle and Shooster story.
And he said if we could get Bing Crosby and Bob Hope to play it, he would do it.
Right. But
No,
they were.
I heard they wanted Rock Hudson and Paul Newman.
Yes, well, we wanted Rock Hudson and Paul Newman
yeah.
because we felt they embodied what we look and sound like. But unfortunately, it fell through the cracks because we couldn't agree. They wanted to make it very dirty. They wanted to make it very sultry and sexy, and they wanted, Carol Lindley to play your wife, at the time. And Lord
composite
knows,
character.
Yeah, a composite character, right. And they wanted, from my wife, they wanted Jane Russell to come in. And, they were going to show a lot of skin and stuff like that, just to get the kids in.
I don't think Jane would have done it anyway. And so now we're talking to Donald O'Connor, because he was,
he was Buster Keaton.
You know.
Yeah, that was,
So maybe he could play both of us.
That's right. He was going to do a dual role.
Yeah, like Haley Mills.
Like Haley Mills.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
My favorite cereal maker.
You
Haley
could
Mills.
probably get Rosemarie to be in it.
Well, Rosemarie, she's still mad at Schuster for setting her on fire.
She'll be in it though.
Yeah.
She'll do it.
Yeah.
How was your experience on the set of Gunsmoke?
Oh, well, that was very interesting because I didn't know Jim Arness was so tall. I still have a crick in my neck from having a conversation with him because you can't look at him without looking up.
Exactly, 6'7".
Yeah. So I was very, very... And then the Gunsmoke made us very sick.
Now, I was very lucky because I had just come back from my little vacation over in Europe.
That's right.
I'd been looking at all these Caravaggios or whatever that guy is that would be
Or
all these
some paintings.
Ascension paintings on the ceiling.
That's right. So
I
you were...
was ready.
You were better at talking to Jim Arness than I was.
I understand the Gunsmoke set. I mean, every actor whoever did a Gunsmoke, they always talk about what a great set it was and what
a great set.
Very friendly experience.
Made with very nice, good nails.
Good nails, very solid. That's why I lasted.
Nice.
That's why I lasted for 20
we
years.
got along best with Glenn Strange. We've worked with Glenn Strange in the past.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of our PRC shorts back in the 1940s. Usually played the heavy.
He
But
played
he was
a
such a
monster
great
for us
guy.
before he played one with Bud and Lou.
That's right. Before he did Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein.
Yeah. He was also tall, as I recall.
Oh, sure. Glenn was a very tall guy.
But we knew that in advance.
Yeah,
but we like Glenn.
That's right. So it was not a surprise to meet him face to face as it was with Jim Arness.
Right. I want to say when we're talking about the set, we're talking about the feeling around the actual set where we'd shoot, not the set,
not the physical
over at
set.
Bradford. That thing with the
okay.
the phony perspective.
You mean like Amanda Blake?
Amanda Blake
And Milburn Stone.
Yep.
And Debbie Reynolds.
Second season was the best set of Gunsmoke because they shot it over at Melody Ranch.
Dennis Weaver.
Dennis
was
Weaver.
Dennis Weaver, wasn't he?
He was Chester.
He was Chester.
He had the limp.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. In fact, I suggested the limp to him.
Yeah, well, that made all the difference.
Absolutely.
Made him a star.
He called me. When he was testing for that part, he called me. He said, Benny, you are the man. You're the man that teaches. You're the man that shows us the way. How will I secure this role?
How am I going to make people forget Parley Bear?
Absolutely, who was the big radio guy.
Exactly.
And I said, limp. And he did. He got the role.
Did he ever thank you?
No. I never heard from him again. He limped
so
out of my life, is what happened.
So it sounds like you made a lot of careers with your advice, both of you.
Well, we're both very, very helpful.
Yeah, right.
We could be very helpful.
Sure.
We told whatchamacallit, who was
Debbie
that guy?
Reynolds?
Debbie Reynolds. We said, Eddie Fisher is not for you. This man is going to leave you.
Yeah.
This man is going to leave you.
Settle down with a nice guy who makes shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't go wrong.
It'd be your soulmate.
Right? Well, here's a favor we're going to do for you, Benny and Sammy. We're going to tell people that if you haven't seen the Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster, get it. It's available on DVD through our friends at Kino Lorber. Greg?
I have one more question.
Okay.
This is about a very obscure...
I'm going to have to re-edit this and post
but I had one more.
You just screwed up my mom. That was the segue of the year.
I
was going to be nominated for a
but
Rondo
I was waiting
Award.
for this one because, as a cartoon
I'm
fan...
I'm giving you a hard time.
Thank you. Sorry.
All right.
But thank you for allowing
You think they
me.
were the team.
Well, Now look it.
Now.
As a cartoon fan, in the 60s, very few people remember this. And it's never come out on DVD. I don't even know who has the rights to it. But Saturday morning on ABC didn't even last a full season. Will the real Biffle and Shooster please sit down?
Yeah.
Right.
That was,
Right.
What
That was
was-
a Mark Goods and Bill Todman production in association with...
Filmcraft. Filmcraft.
Yeah.
And the theme song was released as a 45.
That's right.
By Spot Records.
In fact, on one side was the vocal, on the other side was just the instrumental.
Exactly.
Right.
So you could sing along.
It
or
sold
play
very
along.
well. It sold better than the cartoon itself. But we did our own voices. We supplied our own voices for the cartoon.
Yes, unlike who's the voice
The
of
Beatles.
Squiggy? David Lander, who provided the voice of Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And you guys had a rock and roll band at the end of every show. You
Of
had a
course.
song.
Didn't everybody?
Sure.
Yeah.
And solved mysteries.
That's right.
I remember, I think it was Post Toasties or Alpha Bits. You had to get a specially marked box. You would have the Biffle and Shooster record on the back of the box.
It was made of cardboard, but it had
You could
the
actually
grooves
play it.
under-
Yeah.
and
You could
could
play it.
It
Yeah.
was maybe twice.
Like we should say in the end.
Yeah.
It's groovy, kids. And
yeah, we would tell them. We
Rain-
used words like groovy.
Yeah.
We did.
Rainbow
We were very
Records
proud
made
of that.
those.
Yeah.
Rainbow Records with no W at the end. Was
That's
the
right. It was
company
with an O.
Yeah.
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 Right. Rainbow Records.
And I think they're still in business.
But
That's right.
wasn't there complaints from parents though?
Well,
Parent
some
groups?
people were swallowing the records. Some
Yes.
kids were swallowing
Right.
the records. They choked on it, and actually, as they were choking, they sounded better than we did
But
on
if
the
you
record
swallow
itself.
the needle after you swallow the record.
That's
maybe,
right.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
shouldn't have said
Clarify something. I heard around that time, Soupy Sales, he did that thing where he encouraged his kids, go to your mom's purse, take out those green little pieces
That was
of
the
paper.
money thing. Yeah.
You didn't tell him to do that. That came from him and not you.
No.
I'm
You would
I'm not
never
saying a
you would
word.
never do that.
I'm not saying a word. No,
right.
no. Soupy. I think he came up with that on his own
Yeah.
after speaking with us.
Yeah. Nick Santamaria and Will Ryan are with us in character as we take a look at the television career of Biffle and Shooster throughout the 1960s and the remarkable impact the boys had on many iconic TV moments. Nick and Will, of course, are the stars of the Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster, a bona fide, authentic, and very, very funny DVD collection of 1930s comedy shorts about the greatest comedy team, Benny Biffle and Sammy Schuster, that never actually existed. But the Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster exists, and you can find it now on DVD through our friends at Kino Lorber.
Now, weren't you guys henchmen in a Batman episode?
Oh, that was very interesting because we thought we were going to be the main villains. Yeah. We thought we were going to be the special guest star villains.
Yeah, but when we noticed that we didn't have any lines in the script, we thought we were going to ad-lib everything.
Yeah, but then we got there, and what was it, Bill Dozier?
Yeah.
Bill
Going back
Bill
to
told
Andy
us,
Rutherford,
you guys,
Annie's
we
husband.
recognize who you are. You stand in the background, and who was the villain that
The
week?
Plots.
Who was it? The Plots. Yeah, the Plots. Yeah, it was what's his name? It was
Dan
Jan
Clark.
It was Jan Murray. Oh, Jan Murray.
That's right, Jan Murray.
Jan Murray, right. And we were in the background, and we did all this dirty work, and
And
we're
Francine
playing.
York was his lovely assistant.
That's right. That's right.
We just-
And-
yeah.
yeah. But Jan Murray, come on, we're playing second fiddle to Jan Murray for crying out loud.
Yeah, well, he's
You
William
know?
Morris,
Yeah, please.
The
It
whole
was a
thing was William Morris.
Yeah, it
It's
was
always
William
a package.
Morris,
It's a pack to get Julie Newmar. You know.
Yeah. Oh, Julie Newmar.
Yeah.
Oh, let me just have a second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. I just had to think back on her. There's a lot to think about.
I saw her walking her poodle.
Really?
This is not a metaphor the other day. Yeah.
Walking her poodle.
In public. Oh.
Julie Newmar was a guest on the phone. Lee Merriweather was a guest in person. I sat as close to her as I am to you.
Two
guys.
cat
As
women.
close to her as you might be in that picture.
That's
I
right.
was.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was.
Lee's a
She-
big fan of ours.
She was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who isn't a big fan
That's
of yours?
true. That's true. I mean,
That's true.
modesty forbids, but everybody loves us.
Modesty Forbids doesn't like you?
Modesty forbids. That's that British film. Remember? I think it was Anna Blackman.
Yeah.
Who played it.
To
Yeah.
replace the Avengers.
That's right.
What is some of the strangest fan mail you ever got?
Oh, do you remember that shoe bomb we got?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not nice.
Somebody sent us a shoe bomb.
Oh, that's not
yeah,
nice.
Yeah. But we were very lucky. We were very lucky about that because it looked suspicious because it said bomb written on the back side of it. It said live bomb.
Yes.
So I suggested that we soak it in water.
Okay.
But we didn't have any water. But Schuster happened to have some gasoline that we used, and you rebuilt your house,
Yes, I
didn't
did.
you?
Yeah.
After that that
Yeah,
thing.
it was time to do that anyway.
Yeah, so what the
it's
heck?
okay.
Insurance covered it.
Sure.
I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So never soak anything that says live bomb in gasoline.
No, do
Kids.
not. Do not.
No,
Do
that,
not.
that's you kids at home.
Do not
We
do
are
that.
trained professionals.
not.
Don't do that at home.
You know, we always tell the kiddies, don't do what we do in our film.
Yeah.
That's right. Like this, especially.
Yeah.
Ow! Yeah, don't do that at home.
Or this.
Ow! Oh my.
And especially.
Yeah.
Would you take off your hat for a second?
Sure, I will. Look. Oh! Oh!
Put it back on now.
Oh my goodness,
Don't
my
do
head
that,
looks like
kids.
Stonehenge. Look at this. My goodness. All right. Well, don't do that at home, kids.
One more thing. I just unearthed this. You guys were the original writers for the feature film movie, The Nude Bomb, that was the return of Maxwell Smart, but something happened.
We wrote the first draft.
Yes.
It was for Leonard. He wanted it. And,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Leonard Stern.
Leonard Stern.
Yeah.
The man behind Gets
That's
Money.
right. That's right.
I don't know. I think we probably should have
And a lover
not
of Biffle
handwritten
and
it.
Schuster.
Oh,
He
well,
loved
Leonard is one of our biggest fans.
Yeah.
He makes that known.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy, Leonard.
Yeah.
But he
Got this cute little daughter, Katie,
Mm-hmm.
who would come around and pick up the script and
then
laugh
put
at
it down again.
Yeah.
But Leonard hired us to do the first draft of the Nude Bomb,
Mm-hmm.
and we got fired because we would go to the studio to do it, and we would actually take off all our clothes.
That's not good.
Just to get inspiration for this script. And
Yeah.
the cleaning lady walked in. It wasn't very pretty.
Groucho told me that they did that too. So.
Yeah, with Irving Thalberg.
There's nothing new under the sun.
That's
funny.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. And there's nothing sunny under the new.
Yeah.
What? No idea what I just said. But anyway, we're here to plug something. Why don't you help us?
The Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster, available wherever DVDs are sold through our friends at Kino Lorber.
It's one of those 16 millimeter DVDs that you put in your DVD projector
That's right.
and goes.
Can you do that again?
It plays.
Oh, that's good.
And it has the little flicky things on the far corners of the screen to show that it's really old.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Oh, that's nice.
They call her frivolous Sal, a peculiar sort of a gal, with a heart that was mellow and all round good fellow was my gal pal. Through trouble, sorrow, and care, she was always willing to share. Yes, she was a wild sort of devil, but dead on the level was my gal. Through trouble, sorrow, and care, she was always willing to share. Yes, she was a wild sort of devil, but dead on the level was my gal. My gal Sally, my gal Sally. No one else can take the place of my gal Sally.
Thank you, both of you.
The Misadventures of Biffle and Shooster is available now wherever DVDs are sold through our friends at Kino Lorber. Greg Ehrbar will stay with us for a DVD report next on TV Confidential.
Are payday loans ruining your life? Do you want control over your money again? If you have 2 or more payday loan cash advances, listen closely. You may be eligible for a program payday loan companies don't want you to know about. A program that may help get aggressive and unfair payday loan companies out of your bank account and get you back on track to financial freedom. Payday loan companies may trap you into paying outrageously high interest rates, and they take way too much of your hard-earned money every week. We understand their tactics and know how to keep them off your back. We'll fight hard to help you regain control of your money. If you have 2 or more payday loan cash advances, call right now for a free consultation.
800-488-5880. 800-488-5880. 800-488-5880. That's 800-488-5880.
Become an advertiser or underwriter of TV Confidential and let our brand help promote your brand. To find out more, go to televisionconfidential.com/advertise.
Hi, this is Rhonda Shear, and you're staying up all night or day with TV Confidential.
Buying or selling a home can be one of the most stressful things we'll ever do in life, but it doesn't have to be. And no one knows better than our friends at Front Porch Realty Group. They're a community of realtors serving the Northern Bay Area of California that cares about their clients as individuals first and foremost. Whether you're a first-time buyer or looking to lease or sell your property in the Bay Area, Front Porch Realty Group will help you through this important transition by providing you with the right information for your situation while lessening the pain. They also work with a network of realtors throughout California who provide the same high caliber of customer service. Call Front Porch Realty Group at 415-886-7411 for a realtor referral near you. You can also visit their website, frontporchrealtygroup.com, for more information on the services they provide, including upcoming workshops and seminars. For more information, call 415-886-7411 or visit frontporchrealtygroup.com. Front Porch Realty Group. They'll find the solution that works best for you.
Uber is the mobile app that connects you with a driver for immediate transportation. Request a ride at the tap of a button and you have a driver curbside in minutes. You can choose to be driven in a black car, SUV, or you can choose UberX, the low-cost Uber for a ride in a hybrid or mid-range car. Payment is seamless and cashless, billed to your card on file with no need to tip. Enter the promo code TV Confidential after you download the app to receive a free first ride up to $20. For more information, go to get.uber.com/go/TV Confidential.